ultimately the courts are coming our way. And the Court of Federal Claims, in the first federal case that did it, has said this was an unlawful order because the Religious Freedom Accommodation Act was violated, and it was an unlawful order because it was an EUA product. This whole idea of interchangeability and all of that was not consistent with federal law. This was a violation of federal law to order military members to receive an EUA product, and there was no FDA-approved product available to military members after the mandate was issued. So that, and we proved that over and over again. So the reality is it's going to be found repeatedly unlawful in federal courts. There's a case in the Fifth Circuit, the Jackson case, where Secretary Hegseth will be named as the defendant. And so this Department of Defense at some point is going to have to make a decision to say, are we going to take a loss because of the illegal acts that President Biden and Secretary Austin did? Or are we going to step forward and do the right thing? So that's a huge part of this moving forward that we're going to have to look at. But again, there's this entrenched bureaucracy in DC that is pushing back against that, either just because they want to protect the legal interests of the Department of Defense, regardless if they're wrong, or because they don't want to acknowledge that what they did and the advice they gave was failed their leaders during COVID.
That's right. I hope the president and I hope the defense secretary do not listen to those lawyers ultimately. And I hope they do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And it can actually end this. That admitting it was unlawful, like you said, into the camera, it's different than on paper.
That's right.
Saying it into the camera and looking into the eyes of the service members who were purged, that will bolster the country and bolster national security. We would have an integrity back into our military if that were to be done. And it actually, yes, there are ramifications, but it's actually really simple to do.